empty hunger.
To the blaring horns of a hustling city, the loudest voices of the common man got a medium to be heard.
This particular administration, they were coming unprepared.
It's not a bad thing to renovate the president's lodge.
Through top-notch programming, unbiased reportage of news, sports, business, entertainment, and cultural documentaries, Voice of the People 90.3 FM became a symbol for 21st century media. And now, a new baby is born. Voice of the People Television, VOP TV, youthful, full of vigor and penchant for excellence in the continent's media space, exposing the wrongs, applauding the rights, dissecting the news without fear or favor, through factual and accurate stories and contents.
Corruption kills three things that makes a society.
Representing the interests of the people and giving them a voice. Voice of the People TV is here to stay towards building a fair society. VOP TV, Voice of the People Television, truly a voice for the people.
In a world where power shifts its every headlines, news breaks and events happens, we bring you unbiased and explicit information on politics, economy, and state of the nation. We break down the chaos. Facts, not fluff. Truth, not spin. We discuss not just politics, but a glimpse into the future. Voice of the People Television. Now you have more than a voice.
Whether you've been with us through the ups and downs or just joined us for this festive season,
take a moment to cherish the moments you've made and look forward to making new ones on the horizon.
May this new year bring you everything good, everything prosperous.
As we bid farewell to the old year and welcome you to the new year,
may your heart be filled with joy and your home with laughter. And of course, may your spirit be filled with hope.
We'll be bringing you live updates, exciting performance, and inspiring stories throughout the day.
Stay tuned for our special New Year's coverage and let's make this year unforgettable.
Thank you for making us a part of your celebration.
Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
It's the most wonderful time of the year. But for us, the technical crew,
it's weird for technical people to be in front of camera, but I just want to say,
now this one they make me come outside every day. Anytime when they call me, I will rush come outside. We don't get holiday.
Our holiday is part of our daily routine, and we've embraced it.
I must say, the work is challenging, engaging, and interesting.
We are all families here at VOP, and we the technical crew.
For us, it's another day on the job.
But it's tough being away from family.
But the lighter part of it is that after the work,
we stay connected with video calls and messages. Merry Christmas.
On behalf of the technical crew, we wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Merry Christmas, and here we are, job continues.
It's a season of love, a season of joy, a season to celebrate you because you deserve it. From all of us at Voice of the People TV, we only want to wish you a very merry, happy Christmas and a prosperous new year ahead.
We are here with the leadership of VOP Television Lagos. We do appreciate this opportunity to say Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year to our viewers all over the world and admirers. Cheers.
ẹ̀yin tèmi ní Nàìjíríà lókè òkun mò ń kí yín fún Kérésìmesì ọdún yìí á yabo fún wa o gbogbo àlàrí bá ti ṣe tààrọ̀ náà gbégbá o. I wish my fans all over the world in Europe, America, Australia, everywhere a Merry Christmas and a prosperous New Year. Catch ya next year.
As the year comes to an end, we want to take a moment to thank each and every one of you for your hard work, dedication, and the positive vibe you bring to Voice of the People every day. From all of us on the HR, we would like to say Merry Christmas, a happy, prosperous, and healthy New Year. Thank you.
This is to wish you a wonderful, spirit-filled, and Merry Christmas from Matthew Ogunswada.
This year has been so amazing with you in it. And that's why we're saying from Voice of the People TV, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. And we love you.
You've been wonderful all through the year. And this is from us, Voice of the People Television, saying Merry Christmas and a prosperous New Year to you all. See you at the top.
Mr. Familoni, and here's to VOPTV. Keep watching, stay tuned, do not touch that dial.
My name is Made Kuti, and you're watching VOPTV. Keep watching.
Welcome, my name is Zika Davis. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, boys, viewers, everybody, boys and girls. This is VOPTV. Do you know what that means? Voice of the People TV. You don't have a voice, don't come here. You better make sure your voice is heard.
Uyi Osarati is my name. I am a friend of the microphone. I talk and get paid, and I look forward to being in your studios. Voice of the People TV. That name is unique, and the brand is very sweet. I like the packaging, picture qualities, camera qualities, and then of course, the quality of human beings that I see sometimes on your channel. I'll be like, well, this TV station will go places. Voice of the People TV.
Oh yes, you are on to Voice of the People TV. Live here in Benin City, the cradle of black civilization. What are you waiting for? Tune in, bro.
Hey guys, what's up? How you all doing? They call me Ovisha Nelson One, your #1 celebrity host, and you are watching Voice of the People Television, VOP. Stay tuned.
Now, this is Newspaper Review. Welcome back and thanks for joining us again. And happy Boxing Day to you from us here on Voice of the People Television. I've been joined in the studio here by Dr. Peter Anosike. He's a philosopher, journalist, economics, and an author. He's the author of best-selling New York Times bestseller, Wall Street Journal bestseller, 10 Commandments of Dangote's 10 Commandments of Money. Good morning, Dr. Adonsike. Happy Boxing Day and thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, now it's beautiful. Now, we have with us here the Nation newspaper, the Punch newspaper, and Daily Trust newspaper. The papers are scanty, but we'll be able to scratch something out of it. There's a very important news. Let's start from the Punch newspaper. The big story is 2026 budget, Anambra, Enugu, Kano lead in education funding. Akwa Ibom, Imo lag in education allocations as 16 states fall below UNESCO benchmark. And the window headlines, Bono bomb blast sparks heightened security nationwide. Tax law mismatches pose serious risk. That is coming from CITN. Christmas, governors APC Saraki preach tolerance. And beside the nameplate, NNPC directors pay soars 58% to 4 billion naira. And the bottom strip headlines, 7,900 inmates pardoned in 3 years. Christmas Day tanker explosion claims 2 lives in Lagos. And federal government reshuffles NCAA directors amid corruption allegations. Dr. Nosike, let's start with the bomb blast. Sorry, not the bomb blast. Let's take the Nation newspaper. Pope seeks peace, justice in war-torn communities. 25-story Great Nigeria Insurance House for demolition. Poor electricity supply in Lagos, others likely to linger. 6 Zamfara PDP lawmakers dump party for APC. Now the big story in the Guardian, in the Nation newspaper. Nigeria, US hits terrorists in the Northwest, and there's a letter of appreciation from the former governor of Borno State, Senator Dr. Alimodu Sharif, CON, appreciating the president for attending his son's wedding ceremony. Now, Doctor, Nigeria, US hit terrorists in Northwest. Guns are blazing. Nigerians woke this morning to the news that, in fact, a couple of people saw it last night, when Trump posted it on X that, look, he has hit some terrorist targets in the northwestern part of Nigeria. What's your reaction?
Well, when some people were expressing that doubt whether Donald Trump would walk his talk, understand me? Because they were saying that it's getting too long. I say Donald Trump doesn't make idle statements, understand? And he doesn't forgive. So once he makes a statement, it is just a matter of time. And for me, that's he has done what he said and has also promised to continue doing it until this bad guys stop.
Okay.
So even though Nigeria is claiming that they are aware of it, but I listened to Donald Trump this morning, and he never mentioned Nigeria government being in the picture.
Okay. So basically, you are not surprised at what happened last night. You saw it coming.
Once he made a statement, he always liked to follow it up. Because as a leader, if you don't, it makes you look weak. Okay. Understand me? It makes other people not to trust you. Understand me?
Okay. So now we have mixed reactions. We had a guest that joined us on the morning show this morning from the Northeast. I said, well, in the Northwest, where he is not present, that a friend of his had to, do a video, live video with him where he saw people rejoicing and say, oh, finally, Mr. Donald Trump has made a good history. He has come and we can go back to farm now. Just one single strike. People are already rejoicing that they can go back to farm and they are not going to pay fees and levies to terrorists for going to farm. But he also says that, look, some extremists are saying, look, this is not welcome. It's more like you are coming to kill Muslims, and in the process, because you are trying to protect Christians. Sheikh Gumi has called expressly on the president to cut off any collaboration with the United States of America. How do you react to that?
The question is, who needs each other more?
Okay.
Who needs each other more? Nigeria needs America far more than America needs Nigeria.
No, a couple of people are saying, no, America, don't come. Donald Trump, don't come. Stop that. I just talked about Gumi that said,
if America,
Tinubu cut off collaboration.
If America shouldn't come, then Nigerian government should do the needful.
Which they are not doing, by
which they are not doing. Donald Trump is not idle. American soldiers are not idle. It is because Nigerian government has failed on its constitutional responsibility of protecting the life of Nigerians, not just Christians, but Nigerian citizens. That's the reason why America intervened. Understand? So if they don't want them, and Donald Trump gave conditions, if you fail to stop these bad guys, I'll come and help you to do it. Understand? So it's not just that he's a warmonger. He's not. He is not. This is just an intervention based on the failure of Nigerian government to protect its citizens.
Now, Dr. Nosike, the worry in some quarters is that for how long is Trump going to hit this? How many targets is he going to hit? You know, to make sure that he takes out these terrorists. And you recall that at a point, we had Gumi say, in fact, a group of terrorist sympathizers have been saying, if you kill 10, we'll have 100 more people that get into it.
And they'll continue being
So now
killed.
the question is, for how long is Donald Trump going to do this? Recall that the Nigerian government has battled insecurity, insurgency for more than 10, 15, 20
More than 15 years.
More than 15 years. And so these pockets of hits here, without answer. So these pockets of hits, and when we are being told, if you kill 10, we have 100 more people that are going to get into the fight. How long do you think it will take Donald Trump to take out these terrorists?
Even if they are breeding them like a turtle, America will continue to kill them. Either they repent or they die. So I'm in support of American intervention, understand? Because already they have had meetings with the Nigerian government. That there's an agreement. So nobody can say that this is a violation of our sovereignty. Even though the Nigerian government did not make public what they agreed with the United States Congress people. Understand? We are not sufficiently informed, but we can say that Nigerian government has confirmed the attack, and now saying that it is in collaboration with the American government. And I know that since from November, American drones have been on surveillance in Nigeria. So basically, they must have gotten enough of information, understand, to start doing what they are doing. So according to Donald Trump, it is a Christmas gift to Christians and even to the dead terrorists.
Okay, now the question that some people are still asking is, don't you think that this is going to cause some form of problem to the Christian community, where we have a situation where Trump is coming, guns are blazing, you know, according to him, trying to protect Christian communities. If you recall, America's involvement in certain parts of the world, talk about Afghanistan, where they spent close to 20 years, and they had to cut and run. You know, look at what happened.
No, because a weak president was in power. Because Biden was a very weak president.
Okay.
Donald Trump between 2016 and 2020 has finished with Afghanistan. Understand?
Okay.
It's just that a weak man came on board and they resurrected.
Okay.
Understand me? So for me, my prayer is that let J.D. Vance succeed Donald Trump.
Okay. Now, the people that are saying that are also saying it in the light of the fact that when they talk about a place like Iraq, you know, America went into Iraq. What did they achieve in Iraq? Nigeria, people are asking questions. So this involvement in Nigeria, Trump's and America's involvement in Nigeria, do you think it will lead to a war of attrition where the terrorists, you know, who are large in numbers, will try to, you know, wear out America? If you hit here, by the time you hit here, there's a kidnap somewhere, and by the time you hit there, there's a slaughter somewhere, and by the time you go there, you know, just to turn it into a more like a guerrilla warfare.
It has been a guerrilla warfare.
Yes.
ISWAP, Boko Haram has been fighting a guerrilla warfare, and that's why they are still in existence.
Okay.
Assuming it's a conventional war, they cannot stand Nigerian army.
Now that is
even
the problem.
under
That is the problem. That is the concern of many people. How long do you think that it will take?
And what happened in Iraq, understand, is what Donald Trump avoided from Iran. That change of government.
Okay.
Understand me? Because what happened in Iraq was the killing of Saddam Hussein. Understand? When Saddam Hussein was killed, then it became to your tent, O Israel. And that's why American government will have taken out the Ayatollah out in their recent this in Iran. But Donald Trump said no regime change.
Okay.
Because he wants to avoid what happened there in Iraq.
Okay. When you reduce what happened to Iraq to trying to take out Saddam, there was already sectarian violence in Iraq before America stepped in.
But still, Saddam Hussein there was one country then.
Okay.
There was one country then, but since the death of Hussein, we now have more than 3 different governments in Iraq.
Okay.
Understand me?
So basically, what you are saying is that with the wisdom of Donald Trump, he is not going to push regime change in Nigeria.
He has never talked about regime change.
Okay.
Understand? He said if you follow their this in Iran, they said that they can take the Ayatollah out in minutes because that they know where he is, where he was, but they are not aiming at regime change. Understand? Because regime change will destabilize the country. So he's not talking about a regime change in Nigeria, but to take out the bad guys. Understand me? So we are not hoping for a regime change. Whoever, if there should be a regime change in Nigeria, it should be through the ballots.
Okay.
Understand me? It should be through the ballots.
All right, Dr. Anosike, let's get into another topic. Borno bomb blast sparks heightened security nationwide. You know there was a bomb blast in a mosque yesterday.
Yeah.
You know, Christmas Day in Borno State. Now, we're just talking, Sokoto State. You know, there's been a hit on ISIS targets in the northwest. Now, yesterday there was a bomb blast in the northeast. So, how many more targets are we going to hit to ensure that?
No, mind you, this
comes back to the issue of how far do you think that United States of America can travel in trying to, wipe out terrorism in Nigeria?
Well, you cannot finish all the bad guys. All you are doing is send a deterrent, which is what America is doing now. Now, they have shown an example of what they can do in Sokoto. Understand? Now, those in Zamfara, because Sokoto and Zamfara used to be one state before the separation. So those in Zamfara, seeing what happened in Sokoto, will begin to use their tongue to count their teeth. Ordinarily, nobody wants to die. Understand me? So all they are doing is we have the capacity to do this. Stop it or you die.
Talking about the capacity to do this and the deterrence, Israel and United States has been very, very active in taking out Hamas and Hezbollah leaders. Has it solved the problem in the Middle East between Gaza and Israel? Hamas and Hezbollah leaders has solved the problem in Iran. In Hamas, in Gaza.
No, we are talking of reduction. We are talking of reduction.
No, we are comparing those. We are trying to see how hitting targets, ISIS targets in Nigeria.
You cannot compare Gaza now and 6 months ago.
Okay, so it's better now.
I
think that if Donald Trump continues with this hits here, that better now. If Donald Trump continues with this hits here, that is going to improve. It is going to improve.
We'll have a more peaceful Nigeria.
Now, what do you think? What do you expect the government to do in terms of collaboration? Government is already taking credit. Look, we did this with the United States of America. If the United States is involved, do you see them pressuring the government, to try the sponsors of terror, at least to cut off that link? You recall that one of the conditions they gave was the release of Sunday Jackson,
which has been done.
Which has been done. So do you think that America is going to say, look, we need the sponsors of this terrorism to be tried, prosecuted, and if found guilty, justice should take place? Do you see that coming?
That is a very big step, understand? Because the easiest way to stop a habit is to deny access. Understand? So the easiest way that to stop this terrorism is to cut their source. Understand? When they're not getting their money, their food, understand, their ammunition, it will come down.
Okay.
So those sponsoring them should be arrested and
prosecuted.
Sure.
And prosecuted.
And that will also go a very, very long way.
Okay, Dr. Anosike, 7,900 inmates pardoned in 3 years in Nigeria. 7,900 inmates pardoned in Nigeria. Now, this is a community of criminals who have been thrown back to society.
No, don't go that way.
Okay.
Don't go that way. Okay. There's an organization which you understand, which they call the Board of Mercy. Okay. Understand? That usually visit prisons. Understand? And they check the behavior, that's the conduct of prisoners.
Okay.
Those of them that have shown remorse, repentance, understand? Those of them that their jail term is coming to an end. Understand? Okay. So it is not everybody that benefits. So we shouldn't call them as
community of criminals. Okay.
To being thrown back. Understand? Okay. Then some of them are also those who are in detention but have not been taken that to court for a very long time. Maybe they don't have people that to pursue their case. Okay. There are people who are waiting for their relations to come and bail them. So it is all this that they gathered. And in a country of 200 million
people,
7,000 distant prisoners that's in 3 years, I don't think it's too much. Provided that a due diligence was
conducted
done.
In the process
that to make sure that those people deserve to be
pardoned.
To be pardoned.
Okay.
Understand me?
All right, thank you very much, Dr. Anosike. We've been joined by Barrister Asim Adam. Barrister Adam is a constitutional lawyer and a political affairs analyst. Good morning to you, Barrister Adams, and thanks for joining us on Super Review. Happy Boxing Day to you, by the way.
Yeah, happy Boxing Day to you, everybody. Happy Boxing Day.
Beautiful. How is Port Harcourt, sir?
Yes. Good morning to my brother in the studio there.
Good morning, sir.
Barrister Adams, how is Port Harcourt? How is River State? What's going on?
River State is calm.
Okay.
We are enjoying our holidays, Boxing Day, and we are still in a festive mood in Rivers.
Okay.
Yes.
Beautiful. Now, Absolutely. This is New Super Review, and it's a free conversation. Feel free to chime in anytime. I've been discussing with with Dr. Peter Anosike, and one of the issues on the news is that, look, the guns are blazing. Trump had to hit some targets in northeastern part of Nigeria yesterday, and people are rejoicing. Why some people are rejoicing? Some people are saying, no, man, this is against my people. What's your reaction to that? I'm sure you have followed the news, in the last 6-7 hours or so.
Yes, I have. I think it should be a cheering news to many Nigerians, including myself. When I woke up and I heard about the news, I was very happy because I was thinking that Donald Trump and America will not keep to the promise of, hitting the terrorist base in Nigeria. In one of my programs, I said that I don't know why Trump is delaying in executing his plans.
Yes, I recall.
I didn't know he was. Yes, I didn't know he was planning a surprise attack, and which for me is the best form of weaponry against enemy, forces. Nigerians are happy. Many of us are very happy. I know not all of us will be happy. There are those who are benefiting from these terrorist acts, commercially, socially, religiously, otherwise. But they should know that majority of Nigerians are not happy. That Nigeria is a country that is ravaged by terrorism. When you add terrorism to hunger, starvation, etc., many maladies afflicting Nigerians, you know that we have been carrying heavy burdens. So now that America has, hit their bases, I don't want them to relent. They should hit them and continuously hit them for 24 hours on end until they are eliminated or they surrender. We know that what they have done, like the Nigerian government said, that they are collaborating with the U.S. government. Well, I don't care if they collaborate, that is well and good. Whether they don't collaborate is left to them also. But my best, opinion is that it's a happy day for Nigerians of good conscience. Those who really want Nigeria to succeed, like me, we are happy that this day has come. And the bombing should continue. No matter whose ox is God, no matter who the sponsors are, no matter the particular compound or premises that these terrorists are cocooned in, America should go there and smoke them out. They should smoke them out because enough is enough. You can't wield guns and begin to terrorize people all over the place, and some people are supporting them. Anybody supporting or speaking against the version of by this American bombing today should be arrested by the DSS and ask questions why he is not supporting what America is doing. Does that mean that he's supporting terrorism in Nigeria?
Barrister Adams.
Yes.
Barrister Adams, as you talk about this, we have information that Sheikh Ahmad Gumi has asked President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to stop military cooperation with the United States following the strike at Northwest. What's your reaction to that?
That is his own opinion, but his opinion is a minority opinion. The minority must always have their say, but the majority will have their way. The Nigerian people have spoken. Whether it is Sheikh Gumi has a right to say whatever he's saying, but it's unfortunate. If he said they should stop, does that mean voice of Sheikh Gumi, then Nigeria should stop? No. The majority of Nigerians, in a sample opinion, majority of Nigerians are very, very happy with the events that has happened in the last few hours. And I'm one of them. It's a Christmas gift for all of us. So what Sheikh Gumi says, let me tell you, even the time of Al-Qaeda, there were those who were supporting Bin Laden. That didn't mean that will now sway opinion of Americans to eliminate and smoke him out. So Sheikh Gumi has a right, it's his intrinsic right to express such. If he wants to support those people, the terrorists or whatever as case may be, he has the right to his own opinion.
All right. But Barrister Adams, there's another interesting headline here, and Dr. Anosike already weighed in on it. 7,900 inmates pardoned in 3 years. You're a lawyer. I'd like for you to give us the legal perspective to this. 7,900 inmates pardoned in 3 years.
Prerogative of mercy.
Okay.
You know, Jesus Christ that we are celebrating today, in the Bible, we saw that two people were in the cross with him. One was the one that was condemned to death, and the other one too was condemned to death, just like himself was condemned to death. One came to him and said, Father, have mercy on me, help me. And Christ helped him immediately. Christ never looked at the kind of sin that he committed, but he pardoned the man. That is where prerogative of mercy, came from. Now, people think that because you have been convicted to prison that you must go there and die. No. That is why the narrative now is no longer prison custody. They call it correctional custody. Because what we are living in today is no longer an eye for an eye. That is the law that said an eye for an eye. We are not living that kind of society again now. Society is that of mercy. For those of them who were, released based on prerogative of mercy, let me give you one interesting fact. You will be very shocked that of the 7,000 plus people that were released, about 1,000 or more of them were innocent people that were taken there. Based on this kind of a system, of a criminal jurisprudence system in Nigeria, where police can raid conurbations, police can raid anywhere, and if you don't have the money to bail yourself, they take you to court and they send you on awaiting trial, and you languish there if you don't have anybody to come out to come and help you. Don't be surprised that some of the cases, like I have witnessed, I have doing some pro bono cases right now, some people, on some inmates, those who I felt that they were taken there unjustifiably. Some of them, if you ask them, if you look through their notes, you find that they were innocent of some of the crimes that they are there for. You have people see situations where courts have convicted people wrongly. At the end of the day, the real people who committed those crimes will now come out to say, we are the ones that, or they have been arrested. So people have been sent to that correctional center by error of man, by error of judgment. We have seen that happen in Nigeria, even in America. So when you see the grandees, they must have profiled their cases. The other part is that there are some of them who are critically ill. How do you keep a man that has tuberculosis, for instance, a man that is terminally ill in the correctional center? Why do you need to keep such person there? You have to release that kind of person to go and get proper treatment for himself.
Okay.
So when you people say 7,000, the people have been freed, the freedom is not just that, just go. No, they are asking them to go and commit sin no more. Go and sin no more. That was what Christ used, as the case may be.
All right, then.
Yeah, so it's a welcome development.
Thank you very much, Barrister Asim Adams. Before we move away from the Punch newspaper, there's another headline here, and it says NNPC director's pay soars 58% to 4 billion naira. Dr. Anosike, we have a situation where NNPCL, the director, and I think they're talking about Bayo Ojulari here and other directors, their pay soared to 4 billion naira, and it should be per annum. Now, NNPCL, what do they do for us? What do they represent? Refinery, regulation, and all of that?
Well, it's one of the conduit pipes that's of a standing and public fund, because I don't really, since they are not for refining.
No, he's not talking about refinery. NNPCL is a conglomerate. They do regulation, they do exploration, they do even production.
And so, what is their usefulness to ordinary Nigerians?
I just told you, they produce
they produce what?
They produce crude, NNPDL, Yes. They regulate. They also have a marketing arm.
What does an average Nigerian benefit from them?
I don't know. I just told you what they do.
So, for me, I say it's a conduit
pipe. They manage
pipe.
Nigeria's oil industry, the oil sector.
I say it is a conduit pipe that needs serious scrutiny, because we want to know what is happening there. Just like the Saudi oil, Aramco, understand? Whatever everybody is doing there is being seen, understand? Anywhere there's a leakage in their pipe, from their office, they will know. They don't need to be given contracts to pipeline and protectors. Understand me? To Tompono and others.
Now, we don't have the meat of the story, but from the headline, 4 billion naira soars to 4 billion naira. What it means is that a director is likely to walk away with 4 billion naira at the end of the month. Now, you have a situation...
For doing what? That's what I'm asking now.
Exactly the
For
point.
doing what?
No, I'm heading somewhere. A situation where somebody earns 4 billion naira per annum, and he worked there for like 5-10 years.
And the civil servant
and the person comes out, and the person comes out, put up a very massive structure, and people are doubting, look, where did he get the money from? Without knowing that his annual salary could be in excess of 4 billion naira. So is this revelation, is it not...
Mind you, with that 4 billion, he is earning more than the president.
Okay.
Sure, because he is earning more than the president. He's earning more than the Chief Justice of Nigeria. He's earning more than the
Senate President.
Okay. Then what is his job?
But should that be a problem? We have bank CEOs earn higher than the president. Mind you, NNPCL is a private-owned company.
Mind you, now, if you are running your own company, understand, that's a limited liability company, which has nothing to do with the people. Just the people are your customers. You can earn anything based on your return.
Okay.
Understand me? I cannot ask what is the MD of Oceanic Access Bank or Zenith Bank
Or any of
doing.
these traveling.
But these are the people what concern Nigerians. That's why I'm asking, what is he doing?
Okay.
Because
to earn 4 billion naira.
Yes. What qualifies him or her to be earning that? Assuming that the refinery is working, which is the one that concerns Nigeria.
But they also manage imports. They manage imports. You have the NMDPRA, you have the NUPRC.
It is a conglomerate, I know.
Okay.
But I said, what is their benefit to ordinary Nigerians for him to be earning 4 billion? That's my question.
Now, the issue import license, people import fuel. You and I buy the fuel, drive into gas stations, buy fuel, drive
and that qualifies him that you earn 4 billion. And you feel that it is justified.
No, I don't have an opinion here. I'm just asking you.
So, for me, whoever approved that wages for them should be arrested.
But Barrister Adams, this is a free conversation. It's an open conversation. We hear that NPC directors earn up to 4 billion naira apiece, per annum.
I keep asking the question, what are they doing? Are they cracking canal in the place with stones? Or are they using diggers to do hard labor that they are getting 4 billion per annum? NNPC is a life-threatening company in Nigeria. That company has dismembered our economy. It's a cesspool of corruption. Let me tell you that even Nigerians deride NNPC. If you spend money anyhow, in a roundabout manner in occasions, they'll say, this guy in our NNPC. That is, I'm using that local street language to send home my own distaste. What does that mean? The moment you begin to spend money unnecessarily, randomly, unnecessarily, everywhere you go, Nigerians will say, Omo, this man, na NNPC, na IBO. That tells you that NNPC has become a behemothean and monstrous cesspool of corruption. NNPC is a nest that can never, be taken out the corruption cesspool. Whether it's a private company or a public limited liability company, it does not matter. Of what use is that particular conglomeration or contraption? Aramco that was established before NNPC is quoted in the stock exchange, the New York Stock Exchange. Even the other stock exchange all over the world. As NNPC be quoted, Aramco is touching lives all over the place in Saudi Arabia and beyond. As NNPC touch lives in Nigeria here than spreading corruption, perfidy and shibboleths? These are questions we need to ask. So when you begin to pay 4 billion to a director, what is he doing there? That he is going to also steal money, which makes them
We seem to be having a tech glitch here. And Barrister Adams says he's also going to steal money. And Dr. Anasike here says, yes, of course. So stealing has become our way of life in Nigeria, unfortunately. Now, let's take more headlines from the newspapers. And we have here Daily Trust newspaper. Window headlines, Bajabi Amila not replaced as chief of staff. That is coming from the presidency. 2 killed, many injured in Lagos tanker explosion. Stakeholders set agenda for new oil sector regulatory chief. Still talking about NNPCL. Now, the big story, peaceful Christmas nationwide, and the bottom strip headline, Borno mosque blast. I watched worshippers fall. That is coming from an imam. And from the, we have taken the Nation newspaper before, and The Punch newspaper. Anambra, big story in the Punch newspaper. Anambra, Enugu, Kano lead in education funding. Akwa Ibom, Imo lag in education allocation as 16 states fall below UNESCO benchmark. Dr. Nosika, I would like for you to talk briefly about Bajabiamila not being replaced.
Okay, the issue is there. Bajabiamila is a cat with 9 lives. Because this even started before they were officially sworn in. Because there were speculations that Tinubu and preferred Fandeke.
Okay.
Understand?
Some people said Fashola.
But he was there and has been there for more than 2 years now. There's nothing that they have not accused him of. Understand? That he's taking money from people who want to see presidents and so on and so forth. But this he has been surviving. And for me, I know that he has been in Tinubu's good book right from 1999. And just like in any position that somebody is occupying, there are more than 1,000 people eyeing that position, wishing that person a fall.
Okay.
So he shouldn't be an exception.
All right.
So the only way to go is make sure that he's upright.
And he's clean. All right. But Barrister Adams, thanks for joining us again. We understand that from the Daily Trust that, look, I read out a few headlines. Bajabiamila not replaced as chief of staff. That's coming from the presidency. Now, I would like for you to react briefly to that. Dr. Anosike here describes him as a cat with 9 lives.
Yes, Mr. Okoro, my major interest in the headlines you read, before I'll come back to Bajabiamila, is the issue of these tanker drivers and explosions. I don't know if you get me.
Yes, I do.
The tanker drivers and explosions, they caused how ago. To the extent that my family house was almost gutted by fire in my hometown. You ask yourself, what is happening that a tanker laden with 33,000 liters of PMS will just drive recklessly, they just create accident, explosion, innocent lives are lost, buildings are burned, like what happened in my hometown some few days ago, and no compensation is paid to the victims of the accident.
Okay.
So are you saying that when the tanker falls and spills its product out of negligence, people are murdered and people are killed?
All right. So Barrister Adams,
the owners will just go.
Barrister Adams, basically, you are calling for compensation for victims. Am I correct?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Now we are out of time. We are out of time. I would like for you to use. Barrister Adams, we are out of time. I'd like for you to use 30 seconds to talk about the Bajabiamila saga. He's not being replaced. Briefly.
Bajabiamila, like my colleague said there, has been a cat with 9 lives. I think it's like the mythical bird of phoenix, that regenerates itself every time you think it's dead. If you look at the political trajectory of Bajabiamila, he's been up and down. From nowhere he will surface. Before you know, he goes into mutation. So it's more or less like Mount Vesuvius in Italy. A dormant, volcano, but active volcano also.
All right.
So politically speaking, he knows how to rejig himself.
Okay, he's a survivor.
And what does that mean finally is that there is trouble between himself and the president. So I know this is going to happen, and in the presidency, anything can happen. There might be replacement very soon.
Presidency. All right, then. Yes. Thank you very much, Barrister Adams. Dr. Nosike, you wanted to talk briefly about the education budget.
For me, in other parts of the world, education and health takes priority. But if you see the budget that the president announced just a few days ago, education was allocated just 2-point-something trillion. Education. Okay. No, health. 2-point-something trillion. What does that? They say that a healthy nation is a wealthy nation, and you are removing health. which means you don't want the country to be healthy, so, which will generate a wealthy nation. Understand me? So we should prioritize the education and health in our budget.
Well, this is where we have to draw the curtain. And I must say a very big thank you to you gentlemen, Dr. Peter Anosike, who joined me live in the studio here. He's a journalist, philosopher, and a business consultant, as well as an author. And Barrister Adams, constitutional lawyer and a public affairs analyst, who joined us virtually from Rivers State. Gentlemen, thank you very much. I appreciate your presence on VOP this morning. And once again, I say happy Boxing Day to you. Now, on behalf of the backroom staff, I talk about the technical director, the ingest manager, sound engineer, and the bus manager. I am Chukwuma Okoro. Up next is Sports Republic with Mr. Football himself, talking about Mr. Hafiz. Join him shortly on top of the hour of 10 o'clock. And I'll return at 6 o'clock in the evening with Dr. Peter Anosike on Political Lens. And we'll take you around Nigeria to talk about interesting political stories. Bye for now and enjoy the rest of your evening. Share love, not hate.
In a world where power shifts with every headline.
In a nation full of questions.
In a world filled with noise, the truth needs a voice.
The policies that shapes our world and the economy that determines our future.
Every hour, every day, the grapevine keeps buzzing. And together, we are committed to telling the stories that shape our world because your voice is our focus.
Don't forget, our voice matters the most. Let us come together and share our